Believe 22 women. That's right, believe 22. Now, when it was 10, didn't want to worry about it. 15, not yet. 20, getting close. 21, nope, getting warm though. 22, and now 22 women. And Nike is finally paying attention. ESPN continues to ignore the story for the most part, but if it was someone that didn't line up with their social justice nonsense, then they would be covering it on the hour, every hour, constantly talking about it, having the woke weirdos like Max Kellerman talk about it nonstop. But because it's Deshaun Watson, someone that pushed their social justice propaganda just last year, they don't want to talk about Deshaun Watson being accused of bad behavior by now up to 22 women. Believe all women, ladies and gentlemen. Unless, of course, they're accusing someone that lines up with our social justice propaganda. And then we're going to all but ignore the story until it gets to a point where we can't ignore it anymore. The media is the enemy of the people. Here we are over on Outkick, a great website. Nike has suspended its endorsement deal with Deshaun Watson after mounting allegations of sexual misconduct. In a statement made by CNBC on Wednesday, a spokesman for the top apparel company said Nike would be monitoring the situation moving forward. Well, thank you. Thank you, Nike. So stunning and so brave of you to pay attention after 22 women. 21 wasn't enough. 15? No. 10? No. 22? Now we're going to pay attention. That decision comes less than 24 hours after the first woman to file for bad behavior against Watson, Ashley, I think her name is Solis, came forward to tell her story publicly. So the woman had to come forward, publicly talk about it before Nike was willing to believe all women. I thought we were supposed to believe all women. I was told by woke companies and the media that we were supposed to believe all women. Never question them. Believe them. Suddenly, when 22 step forward, we can't believe any of them until one of them comes forward, and the optics are just so bad for Nike. They finally have to step up and at least monitor the situation. Very, very, very stunning and brave, Nike. Very inspiring. There continues to be back and forth between Watson's attorney, Rusty Hardin, and the attorney representing the alleged victims, Tony Busby. Following the press conference of Solis on Tuesday, Hardin released a statement saying that she wanted $100,000. Woo-hoo! Believe all women. As more details emerge surrounding the various lawsuits, things are beginning to look more and more bleak for the Houston Texans star quarterback. Since March 16th, 22 massage therapists have come forward. That's not something Nike or any other company endorsing Watson can ignore. Now, it should be noted that the endorsement is being suspended, not terminated. Therefore, the suspension could be temporarily, pending the outcome of the lawsuits. Wait a minute. You're actually going to let due process work itself out, Nike? Wow, what an amazing concept. Due process, an investigation, allowing both sides to have their day in court. What an amazing idea, Nike. It's amazing how when one of your social justice weirdos gets accused of something, it's amazing how you believe in due process. Isn't that interesting indeed? Ultimately, look, things do not look good for Deshaun Watson. I'll kind of drop the sarcasm. Obviously, I'm disgusted by companies like Nike and ESPN and all these woke companies that push this nonsensical BS about believe all women when someone that they don't like is accused of bad behavior. And yet now we have someone who they do like that's being accused of bad behavior by 22 women, and they want to all but ignore it. ESPN doesn't want to talk about it. Nike doesn't want to get involved. It's just ridiculous. Yet someone says something offensive on Twitter, and suddenly all of these companies have to fire them. It's ridiculous. But getting back to the actual story, look, it doesn't look good for Deshaun Watson. It doesn't. I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot of people coming forward accusing him of similar behavior. But ultimately, until we actually see some evidence, some very definitive evidence, then he deserves to have, his opportunity to be heard, to continue to do his job, and we'll see what happens. I'm astonished at the fact that 22 women have come forward and ESPN still doesn't want to talk about this, and the mainstream media is all but ignoring it. It's almost like they're protecting him, yet they love to destroy anyone else that has even one person come forward, and we don't know any of the details, yet they want to throw them out and cancel them all day, every day. Ultimately, we will continue to follow this story. I think Deshaun Watson is one of the top 10 best quarterbacks in the NFL. I think he has potential to be a top 5 quarterback. But this right here, I mean, again, when you look at his social justice statements about a year ago and some of the way he's behaving, I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for anybody who goes woke and plays identity politics and then gets eaten alive by identity politics. I don't feel sorry for them at all. Not even a little bit. But I have been watching Deshaun Watson since college when he was at Clemson. I'm an Alabama fan. We played him twice, and he was fantastic both times. And I felt like Deshaun Watson definitely had next-level potential, and he's clearly shown that. But this is a bad, bad situation. It's discussing how the media is portraying it. It's discussing how they're ignoring it. It's discussing how they're protecting him. But the reality of it is we have to see a lot more evidence, and Deshaun Watson deserves to be heard and give his side of the story, just as every other single person does in these situations. And it's going to be funny to see if ESPN talks about the Nike situation and how they're going to approach it. How are they going to approach this with their social justice icon being in such hot water? I don't know. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Appreciate all the support over here on the Sports Wars channel. Again, we are part of Geeks and Gamers. GeeksandGamers.com is our website. So if you have not, go over to GeeksandGamers.com, sign up for an account for free. And for $10 a month, you can become a premium member. That helps us on the site. It helps us continue to build the site, develop this platform for all of you. And we appreciate your support. It gets you exclusive access to a lot of our content as well. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.